Welcome back everyone. So in this video, we are going to look about the licenses of the Cisco ISE. So you do have four different types of licenses. This one is the evaluation license. This is for the free license and you can use it for the 90 days. And you do have full access to all the features. Full access to all the features within 90 days. Now device administration, this is a separate license which is required in order to authenticate the network devices. So it's entirely a separate license for that one if you want to authenticate or implement that SSH connection or telnet connections to and restrict the access to that particular privilege level or the limiting the access of the execution of the command. So this is the license you're going to use. Now, if you're using the virtual devices, then this is where the virtual appliance license come into place, and this one should be assigned to each and every virtual ICE because this will represent whether the ICE is a small deployment or a medium deployment or the large deployment. Now coming with the tier, this is the main license now. Most of the features are included in this one. Now again, in this one, we do have multiple tiers in that. Let's look into that one. Now, there are three types of tiers. One is the essential, advantage, and the premier license. Now, in the essential, you will be having the basics .1x authentication, MAB authentication, and you can integrate your Active Directory, single sign-on, SAML, those other different identity providers. You can integrate that one, and you can have access to the guest portals, all the guest portals, hotspot, self-registration, as well as the sponsor portals. Yes, you will have all the access to all the guest portals. Now, APIs, if you want to implement the APIs, you can go ahead and get this license. And the passive ID services, this is the Active Directory. Once you integrate the Active Directory with the ICE, so whenever any user is logged in into his domain, that can be authenticated with the Active Directory. Active Directory will have those logs written into that particular database. Now, what Active Directory can do is that it can share it with the ICE. Now, instead of going to the Active Directory and check for these logs are now dumped into the Cisco ICE. So you have that information in Cisco ICE. So that is the passive ID services. So user is already authenticated. After that, it is been noted down into the Active Directory database, and from there it is been copied to the Cisco ICE. So if you want to that type of configuration, you can purchase this license. It's already included in the essential one. Now, secured wired and wireless. So whether you do the .1x MAB or the guest access authentication or authorization, both of them are available in the wired as well as the wireless. So let's move to the advantage one. The extra feature here is the BYOD. So if you're trying to implement the BYOD, then you have to go with the advantage license. And again, if you want to go ahead with the Cisco Prosect or SGT, and if you want to integrate with your software-defined system, that is the Cisco ACI, then you have to go with the advantage. Now, profiling, as we already know that profiling means knowing which type of device it is. So if you want to know that in the essential, you can only authenticate the device, but you cannot do the profiling for it. But if you want to do the profiling, then you have to get the advantage license. Now, PXGrid is also included into the advantage one, and rapid threat containment is the third-party integration of the services. So basically, most of the features are available in the advantage. And the Cisco AI endpoint is also included. It's not included in the essential. So if you want to get the AI analyticals, then you have to go with the advantage license. Now coming to the Premier, all the features are available. The one basic thing or extra thing is that the posture assessment. That means you are actually looking for the vulnerabilities within that PC, or you can say that you are enforcing a PC not to connect the USB, not to run the Google Chrome, and checking whether the operating system is up to date or firewall is up to date. So this is one. And now using this threat-centric NAC, you can integrate with your Rapid7, or you can integrate with your Qualys. So basically third-party applications or third-party service for vulnerability scanning. So if you want to do that one, then you have to go with the Premier license. So according to your requirement, you have to make sure that you select those licenses. Otherwise, the features will be not applicable to your organization. I hope this was informative for you, and thank you.